I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from. Did all my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like.
Welcome everyone to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. And tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Hornets going up against the Utah Jazz. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Nothing quite like opening day here in the NBA. Clark, hard to be tonight like this one.
Kevin, sometimes it feels like summer lasts forever. But as soon as that opening tip is tossed, it's time to hoop. Basketball is back.
Now here's Davis. Good work there as it goes.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Here's Harpring. Malone in the post. The layup off target. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Hornets. Now here is Carter. Not a lot of room. Can't connect from short range. The Jazz on offense. Stockton right side. Pass to Harpring. With the floater. It's stolen by Davis. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Malone. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Showing off the power right there. Karl Malone does not mess around down low.
Carter outside. And so just over a minute and a half played. Off on the layup. So the wing on the left. Pass to Mashburn. To the inside, Malone. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Carter outside. 6 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And again, the Hornets missing.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
So they take the lead.
These are the shots you want Mashburn taking because he's that good on offense.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And Davis can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Carter. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Hey, nobody on this floor, or any floor for that matter, is out-leaping Vince. So that really allows Carter down low to do his thing.
Here's Harpring. Here's Malone. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Davis kicks to Davis. Inside. And Vince Carter with the slam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
And so Stockton will bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Malone. Over McGlory. Malone can't hit. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Davis looking for an opening. Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoners slam right there, guys.
Here's Harpring. On the wing, Stockton. He's guarded by Davis. Malone a screen on Davis. Stockton with no one around him. And the 3 ball is good.
Really accurate from deep, John Stockton, a sharpshooter.
Davis the pass to Carter. Plays it up off the glass. Carter's got 8 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Mashburn. Stockton right side. Shot clock at 6. He takes it in, and that's a foul called on John Stockton. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here is Davis. And it's Davis missing. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Davis. And the Hornets call time here. Andre Kirilenko is checked in for Jamal McGlory. Here's Davis, still without a basket. Pass to Carter. Outside for Davis. Hands it from downtown. Davis has got 5 now.
That's just excellent awareness right there. I mean, sensing the defensive overcommitment and then taking advantage of it. That's good basketball.
Here's Mashburn. Outside, Malone. Malone a screen on Davis. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good, 2 points. And it's 6 points for Karl Malone.
Malone, just so hard to stop inside. Despite contact and good coverage, he blasts right through it.
Davis against Stevenson. And Davis puts it in. He has 7.
He relishes his role in this offense, and He's a natural leader, too.
Stockton looking around. Here's Malone. It's rebounded by New Orleans. To the middle. Kirilenko kicks to Davis. Driving the lane. What a terrific move that was. And it's a 6-point Hornet lead.
That is Baron Davis at his best, taking it right to the rack and going at defenders.
Pass to Harpring. Malone, left side. Unloads from 13. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Davis finds Carter. Over Harpring. It's rebounded by Malone. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Harpring. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Malone. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Especially down low, the incredible scoring mailman, Karl Malone, does his work.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Snatched away. Mashburn, the pass to Malone. That ties it up. Malone's got 12.
Hey, the game plan is real easy, folks. Get it to Malone and let the mailman deliver.
And it's time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the New Orleans Hornets let me know the status. Unfortunately, it seems he has a strained hip. You can imagine the kind of discomfort that causes. Well, nonetheless, they've decided he can play, and we'll keep you updated if anything changes. Kevin?
Okay, David, thank you. Well, at least we know now how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Now, here's Stockton. Pass to Padgett. Over Kirilenko, and Utah again with the bucket.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
It's Kirilenko on the wing. Back to Hunter. Can they get it? Lets the 3 fly. Here's Ostertag, and finally they hit one.
Boy, that's simply a big guy doing what big guys do at 7'2". Ostertag, very effective at earning second chance looks.
Pass to Padgett. Down low. Here's Malone. And it's Ostertag with the rebound. Now here's Kirilenko. He's guarded closely. It's hauled in by Padgett.
Defense doing just enough right there. Sometimes that's all you need.
Here's Mashburn. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. 13 feet away. And it's Malone missing. New Orleans has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Hunter, the pass to Lynch. Here's Kirilenko. Stewart a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Malone with the steal. Pass to Mashburn. Here's Padgett. Here's Chaney. Lynch defending. Here's Mashburn. The Jazz again can't hit it. Outside Kirilenko. 40 seconds left in the first. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. On offense, here are the Jazz. A big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Mashburn. To the inside. Here's Malone. The shot from the low post is good. Malone's got 14.
Well, the numbers say it all. He's been feeling it tonight.
Now Hunter. Still scoreless. One second left. Karl Malone getting it done for the Utah Jazz. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Hunter with the bounce pass. The three from Davis. Rebounded by the Jazz. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. Davis against Jackson. Over Davis. Jackson misses. The Hornets trail by 6. Pass to Ostertag. Here's Kirilenko. Davis kicks to Carter. It's in there. Davis with the assist. 11 points in the game.
Carter enjoys getting room in the corners to let it fly. A very effective outside shooter.
Inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. One of the stories last season, the return of the great Michael Jordan, coming out of retirement. Clark, how'd you think Michael looked?
Well, he looked a little rusty, but he's still Michael Jordan, and it's only a matter of time, in my opinion, for him to get back to the level he was at before he left the game. He came back, his first game back, he scores 22. That says it all right there. He helped Washington nearly double their win total, so yeah, he's still got it a little bit.
McGlure, he's checked in for Greg Ostertag. And he sinks the second. Now here's Davis. Pass to Carter. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Count that bucket. Carter's got 13.
Yeah, watching Carter find his rhythm. Very impressive. An efficient scorer who can hurt you in a lot of ways.
Collins, a screen on Davis. Arroyo kicks to Jackson. Pocket 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And it's good for 2. And the Jazz lead by 4.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Carter right side. Over Chaney. And it's Carter missing. Jazz leading by 4. Here's Chaney. He has yet to score. Outside Jackson. Collins setting the pick for Jackson. Over to the left wing. Here's Arroyo. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Carter with the 3. Here's McGlure. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And McGlory knows how to use his size on the glass. Outstanding work right there.
And the timeout taken by Jerry Sloan. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Poked loose. It's stolen by Davis. Carter looking around. And Vince Carter with the slam.
He said, take a seat, young fella, and just enjoy the show.
Broke those ankles and then detonated at the rim. That's exactly how you do it.
Here's Harpring. Hasn't made one yet. Collins kicks to Jackson. Back to Collins. The rebound by McGlory. McGlory's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Davis. Back to Carter. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here's Jackson. To the middle. Here's Collins. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Collins has got 7 points.
And how about the attitude of Jackson? Just an extraordinary passer who knows how to orchestrate a team.
There's the pick. Davis dishes to McGlory. Rebounded by the Jazz. Stevenson outside. Pass to Jackson. Right wing. Jazz passing it around. Here's Mashburn. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Jackson. Launches a 3. The rebound by McGlory. McGlory's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Davis. Back to Carter. Outside Davis. Jacks up a 3. And it's rebounded by Mashburn. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. It's good. And it's a 4-point Jazz lead.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Carter outside. Launches from deep. And again, no good by New Orleans. Jazz leading by 4. To the right side. Pass to Mashburn. And here's Collins. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Now here is Davis. Davis looking for an opening. 6 to shoot. Here's McGlory. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, you know, he knows this play every which way. McGlory is right where he should be on both ends of the action.
And the timeout taken by Jerry Sloan. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
All right, fans.
Karl Malone's checked in for the Jazz. Stockton comes in for Jackson.
John Stockton.
Here's Mashburn. Stevenson passes to Stockton. Stevenson outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Malone. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
And it's Davis with the ball for New Orleans. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And the Hornets call time here.
Everyone get loud and put your hands together for your New Orleans Dancers.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Stewart's checked in for Jamal McClure. Lynch comes in for Davis. And Hunter subbed in for Baron Davis. To the paint. And the dunk by Stewart.
Thunderous jam. Wow.
For Utah, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Harpering. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
The Hornets trail by 4 to the left wing. Hunter with it. He has yet to score. Off target with his 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Malone. 16 points for him. And it's in there. Malone's got the lead up to 6 now for the Jazz.
And if you want to score in the NBA, it's not easy. You have to make those tough contested shots like that one.
Carter down low. He's guarded by Stevenson. And it's Carter missing. At the top of the key, Stockton. Stewart with the steal. Here's Carter. And again, no good by New Orleans. Utah leading by 6. Stevenson dishes to Stockton. To the wing right side. Here's Mashburn. 6 on the shot clock. Stockton, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Hunter. To the left side wing. From the arc. A rebound by the Jazz. Malone's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Stockton. And here's Malone. Guarded by Stewart. That's good from Malone on the assist by Stockton. 20 points for Karl Malone.
Points in closer, always something coaches strive for.
Back to Carter. Pass to Hunter. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
Stockton outside. Now Malone, guarded by Stewart, the 11-footer. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Now Hunter. There's a good screen. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Malone. Pass to Harpering. Down low. Here's Mashburn. Shoots the 3. Carter pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Stewart misses.
I thought he had that one. I think he did too.
Stockton outside. Wants to get it to Malone and does. Back to Stockton. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Poster tags checked in for the Hornets. Malenko comes in for Carter. Hornets trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Kirilenko. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Hunter against Stockton. Inside. Here's Malone. It's blocked. Here's Mashburn. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Jazz lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Karl Malone.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pass to Harpring. Wants to get it to Malone and does. Over McGlure. Malone, good. Malone's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Jazz. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for New Orleans. They trail by 6. Now Carter. And that's a foul called on John Stockton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now here is Davis. Pass to Davis. Clock at 6. Over Stevenson. Connects. The jumper drops. Davis has got 9 points. Utah leading by 4. Stockton outside. Now Malone. Over McGlure. Malone misses. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Pass to McGlure. Carter outside. There's the pick. To the middle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Jamal McGlure, don't do him like that, showing off all that power.
Out to the right wing. Here's Harpring. Defended by Carter. Back to Stockton. Malone, a screen on Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, that was simply a ferocious play that time by Stockton. Gets the ball inside, draws the foul, and still insists on getting the shot up. Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Stockton.
Stockton, just a remarkable point guard. Lights out shooter and an even better distributor.
And Stockton drops them both. Here is Davis. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Carter.
Davis!
13 feet away. Again, the Hornets score.
Oh, I like that. Good read by BC. An elite, big-time scorer with versatility.
Here's Harpring. It's tipped. Pass to Stevenson. Here's Harpring. Defended by Carter. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Ashburn, no good. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And that one's good by Davis.
Nice distributing from Davis there. Excellent job reading the defense and finding the open teammate.
Pass to Harpring. And here's Malone. The rebound by McGlure. McGlure's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Great, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking them.
And the Jazz with possession here. Vince Carter missing his last shot. Here's Harpring. From 10 feet out, and the shot is long. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Davis. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 4 assists in the game.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Mashburn. Stockton left side. Buries the long-range jumper. Stockton's got 8.
Such a pro at reading defenses. Stockton is terrific at recognizing when to go right up with the shot.
To the inside. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And the Jazz with possession here. They lead by 1. Pass to Harpring. Now Malone. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
And here's Carter. He's got 17. New Orleans moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Davis. Davis against Stevenson. Pass to Davis. And he drives in. Here's McGlure. Carter outside. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Carter's got 19 points. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Now, here's Stockton. He's got 8. Malone gets the bucket.
This offense is at its best when Stockton is running the show and creating for others.
Pass to Carter. Up and in on the layup. And the Hornets lead by 1.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
And the timeout taken by Jerry Sloan. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Stockton with it. To the middle. Here's Malone. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got his 6th assist on the night. Hornets have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Andre Kirilenko is checked in for New Orleans. And Utah also making a switch. Collins is checked in. So it's the Hornets now. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Now here's Stevenson. Back to Stockton. Over Davis. Stockton, no good. And it's Davis with the ball for New Orleans. It's a 1-point game. That shot, no good. Good D by Stevenson. The Jazz have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Malone sets the pick for Stockton. Shot, high post, 5 to shoot. And it's Malone missing. The Hornets have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Pass to Kirilenko. Over Stockton. Collins with some nice D. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's good.
Stockton loves finding the open teammate. Does it again here.
Hornets shooting well. They're at 45%. Carter outside. And then Carter with the dunk.
And right now, he is cooking. His guys would be smart to keep feeding the beast.
For Utah, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. And Stockton, here we go. Great D that time from Davis. New Orleans in the lead. Now Davis. He's got 15. Down low. It's tipped. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That was absolutely filthy. Carter getting his timing just right to throw it back down.
And the timeout taken by Jerry Sloan. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Stockton outside. Collins setting the pick for Stockton. Stevenson outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Harpering. Guarded by Kirilenko. Pass to Stockton. Inside. Now here is Kirilenko. Tight defense on him. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now a 6-point New Orleans lead. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
That's tipped.
And Ostertag showing his intensity on defense, a big guy who takes pride in his shot blocking.
Pass to Stewart. Now here's Hunter. Stewart, a screen for Hunter. Offline with his 3.
Dismissed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
Here's Patchett, guarded by Kirilenko. Here's Harpering. In the corner, it's Stockton. 5 on the clock. Can they get it? And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Stockton's got 10 points in the game.
Most times you just assume Stockton's shot is going in. He's that good.
Hunter sets a screen for Kirilenko. Over Harper. A rebound by the Jazz. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Stevenson kicks to Stockton. Pass to Harpering. And here's Collins. Stockton outside. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. New Orleans making a switch here. Davis is checked in. .26 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Looking to get it going. Ashburn no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. New Orleans on top, up by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Carter on the wing, over Paget. Cheney grabs the board. Jazz trail by 4. To the paint. On the wing, Jackson is guarded by Davis. Jackson looking it over. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Aaron Davis picks one up.
In terms of Jackson's game now, he's not going to blind you with his speed, but he does stay constantly in motion and keeps tremendous pressure on the defense as a result.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Mark Jackson just oozes cerebral hooper. I mean, he can stay mentally one step ahead of his opponent most times, and all of that helps him have influence on the game.
That one misses.
Cashing in on these trips is a crucial part of any game plan. Free throws can add up fast.
Here's Carter, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Carter's got 25 points in the game.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Pass to Mashburn. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound. New Orleans leading by 5. Carter the pass to Davis. There's the lob to Carter. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Hey, you don't have to worry about where you throw it. Just throw it up because Carter athletic enough to get any pass for the alley-oop.
Jackson passes to Cheney. Here's Paget. On the wing, Jackson is guarded by Davis. Collins a screen on Davis. Jackson misses. Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carlos Arroyo. He's checked in for the Jazz. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Out left to the wing. Here's Mashburn. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. The Jazz making a switch here. Malone's checked in.
Number 32, Karl Malone.
Now here's Jackson. Malone sets the pick for Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Malone. Tries it from 19. A rebound by Carter. Carter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bounce pass, Davis. Carter outside. A rebound by the Jazz. Jackson passes to Malone.
Bullying his way inside. When Malone is cutting hard like that, it forces the defense to react.
Shooting for Utah, Karl Malone at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, I tell you what, if you wanted the template for the perfect power forward, it might be Karl Malone. I mean, he's got everything you want in a four-man.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And you know, with some players, it's more than just the numbers. He provides things for this team that don't always show up in a stat sheet.
Now here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Boy, he's had a solid performance at the offensive end. Rock solid, providing that stability.
Davis against Jackson. To Malone. Over McGlory. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Outside, Davis. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Mashburn. Malone with the string. From the arc. Another miss by Utah.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Carter outside. Over Paget. They get it back. McGlory. And that one is stuffed right through.
Rising up with power. I like seeing that kind of aggression down low.
Jazz trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Down low. Here's Malone. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
Davis up top, guarded by Jackson. Davis down low. Outside, Davis. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Davis has got the lead up to 12 now for New Orleans. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Jazz. Pass to Malone.
And that's the last guy you want to defend inside. Malone is just too good near the hoop.
Team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Karl Malone taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Jazz making a change here. And both free throws good for Malone. Hornets leading by 10. Davis kicks to Davis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for New Orleans, Ricky Davis. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Jazz trail by 11. Out to the wing. Pass to Harpring. Now, here's Stockton. He's guarded by Davis. Lock at 6. To the left wing. Here's Mashburn. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Carter dishes to Davis. And here is Davis. Pass to Davis. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's Harpring. Stockton finds Malone. The rebound by McGlure. McGlure's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And Davis gets it to go.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Here's Harpring. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Here's Malone. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Love the physical play from Malone, forcing the defender into a tough situation and drawing the whistle.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Malone. And both free throws good for Malone. Carter with it, and here's New Orleans now. They're on an 18-7 run. Count that one. Carter's got 29.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Davis against Stevenson. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Pass to Harpring. Now here's Malone. Over McGlure. It's rebounded by New Orleans. McGlure's. Now Davis. Outside, Davis. The long shot, no good. Jazz trail by 16. Stockton with it, picked up by Davis. Here's Mashburn. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Davis. Carter outside. Four on the clock. Oh, that was a two-hander.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And so it's Utah here with the ball, following the bucket by the Hornets. And Stockton, here we go. Basket is good.
Boy, you see Stockton's burst. It's deceptive but effective. He can leave you in a cloud of dust if you're not careful.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Here's McGlure, guarded by Malone. Oh, what an assist, leading him to the bucket.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now here's Stockton. Malone right side. That does not go.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And guys, being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year. And when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take that first game of the season series. That's what they've done here tonight against the Jazz.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Davis.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Here is Davis. After the basket by Utah, they set the pick. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Hornets lead by 20.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Hornets with the rebound. So we see the Hornets taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.